could put Melvin in the same class as David Ruffin. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
his voice made you
whew,
sound very distinctive.
man, I was so hurt when he died. I was like,
I
God damn
know,
it.
I
I was like,
know.
God.
Yeah,
But
but
then we
he
have all
was sick
these.
for a long time though.
Yeah, they say he has some mental issues too, from what I looked up. But
I
I'm
didn't
not
know that. I did not know that. I knew he was battling some illness, but
right.
I didn't know there was more to it than that.
Try. I was just we were talking about Al B. Sure when he covered Hotel California. How that's like one of the worst R&B covers ever. And then I sent Ashley some videos of Al B. Sure dancing when he did that when he was trying to he was trying to be like Bobby Brown. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out when once we done, cause I'm like, man, cause I was telling Reggie on one of my mom's cousins saw him perform live back in the day, and I know she told my mom that yeah, Albie cannot dance.
He cannot.
No, he
No,
cannot
Smokey.
dance to save his life. I'm sorry.
I remember them early performances. Smokey Robinson was trying to dance with the Miracle. Yo, if you want to laugh,
Uh,
if you want
you
to
mean like when
laugh,
they were at the when they did that show at the Apollo?
yes.
I know they talked about that in that documentary, um, the making of Motown.
What is up with these R&B crooners trying to dance and shit? Like, stick to making babies, man.
I mean, back during that time, like every group you could think of were like they, of course, they had the leading man or the leading woman who
Yeah,
who could belt out the hits, and then they got the other members of the groups. Of course, needed to sing background and dance, and nine times out of
right.
ten, you got everyone else who's able to do both, and sometimes you have the lead singer who can't do that, because
Oh,
because the Four Tops, they never were known for dancing, were they?
they danced a few times, but they were mostly crooners, which
Yeah,
they
because
they stuck
yeah,
to
because
what they
between
stuck
them
to.
and the Temps can do both.
Right. But you got to remember, there was a group called the Contours, Dennis
Oh
Edwards'
yeah,
group.
that's right. Yep, that too.
Now, in my opinion, they were the most raunchiest. If you watch their live performances, they were raunchy as hell. Like, if you think Aaron
So they
Hall
were
or
like the '60s version of Pretty Ricky in H Town.
no, 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 not Pretty Ricky.
H
They were
Town,
like H
kind of like
Town,
H Town.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Like they were. I mean, like they were humping the floor. They would just be
that's that's
making
how
women
that's how H
making
Town
women
were.
sweat.
Yeah, that's how
No,
H Town was. Like when they were
yeah.
humping the floor and. Mm.
That's why Smokey. I'm not Smokey. Marvin Gaye. He didn't dance. He just moved his hips around and shit, trying to be all sexy and stuff. He knew better. He knew better.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm about to say I couldn't picture Marvin dancing like the Temps and all
Hell
those
no.
those other groups or anyone like
Hell
that.
no. I love Marvin, but I'm like Marvin, please. Hell, it'll be funny when Stevie Wonder be jumping up and down and stuff like that when he about to perform fingertips. Like y'all remember that Motown Returns to the Apollo when he
Yeah.
came out in that blue suit, he was jumping. Oh man, hell, Aaron Hall. Like I like Aaron Hall, but stop humping the floor.
Oh
Stop
God.
that. Nigga, you're in your late mid 50s doing that crazy shit.
Oh my God.
Y'all remember that Vlad interview where he said that Puffy and Jodeci saw him fuck, or he taught Teddy Riley how to fuck?
What?
Yo, Aaron a wild boy.
What the hell?
He said he taught all them niggas how to fuck, and look at Aaron holding Puffy now.
Oh my God.
Oh god. He was like,
Mm.
"Can nobody fuck like me?" He sound like DMX in that interview, Ashley. He said, "Can
Oh
nobody fuck
shit.
like me?"
Oh shit. Well, speaking of DMX, I got his autobiography too.
Mm.
Yeah,
I need to get that.
yeah. It's not expensive. I only paid I think like $8 or $9 for it on Amazon. That was it.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know who's another funny R&B dancer, low key? Michelle.
How was she funny?
She had this one performance in, I think, yeah, it was either Apollo or Soul Train, where she
Mm.
danced like she was a cheerleading and shit. I kid you not, like,
Oh god.
yeah. I was gonna make a joke, but I was like, that's a bit too harsh. So let me not do that.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me
Like
not make no.
the woman done been through enough
Yeah.
already.
Hell, Tina Turner was a great dancer, but she was
Yeah,
rock. She was mostly rock and roll,
yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want to.
That's what I was about to say too. Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Q? J. Cole's response: 7 minute drill. Y'all don't want that conversation tonight. I'm gonna save that for the KMD review tonight. Let me save that because y'all not ready for that convo. But I heard the album this morning, which I didn't know he was coming out with an album.
I didn't know he was coming out with an album until I kept hearing about it on Instagram, saying that oh he dropped it today, and
Yeah,
yeah, I'll have to listen to that too.
yeah. This because Try told me about Bryson Tiller and Cole. I was like, I don't really care for Bryson Tiller. He hasn't made dope shit since Trap Soul and
I think
stuff
he's
like
supposed to
that.
be going on tour this year too. A lot of people hitting the road this year.
He should just do shit from the first album. That's it.
A lot of people hitting the road this year. I'm trying to figure out who else.
And,
Him, Maxwell.
ooh,
Yeah. Who else? Who else? Janet. I'm seeing Janet this year. I got my ticket.
oh, you're gonna
Um,
love it. You're gonna love that Janet though. You
yeah,
gonna,
yeah. No, I already know I'm gonna love it. I already know. Usher, of course. Um, who else? Who else? Yeah, 'cause I get emails all the time from Ticketmaster letting me know who's going to be on the tour, who's hitting the road, and all this other stuff.
yeah, man. After June, that's when I'm gonna hit my concert scene because I'm just like, yeah. Let me say because that LL Cool J concert last year, I was just like, yo. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break from concert because that might be the best concert I've been to. LL, David Banner,
Mm,
Rakim, Juvenile. Yo,
mm.
David Banner literally jumped behind a security's back, and the security was yo. David Banner was wild as fuck though. De La Soul, The Roots.
Mm.
See, that's why like people talk about Dreamville. Yo, I
Yeah,
y'all dream. I love Cole, but I ain't gonna pay no $300 just to go to Dorothy Dix. I'm sorry.
yeah. Because
Fuck.
I heard someone else tell me them tickets for Dreamville are not cheap.
And I worked security like the first Dreamville and stuff
Mm,
like that. Cause the first Dreamville they had it at Paulin Park. I'm
mm.
like, y'all paying $400 for this? And at
Yeah,
that time
that's
they
how
didn't.
the price range will be. Some between like 400 or 600.
Yeah, and the artists that they even had, I would have even spent a lot of money on that shit. You know what I'm saying? They had
Yeah, the
like
lineup
job.
for it.
They were trying to tell me, oh, you can go to the Ja Rule and Ashanti concert for free. I'm like, I'm not in a rush to see them right now, but thank you. I don't want to hear that. Oh baby, oh. my days have gone without you.
You really don't like Ashanti at
I
all.
don't. I don't. I just. I,
Mm.
I cannot stand her voice, the sideburns. I don't
Uh,
see what.
mm.
And then the Cookie Monster. What would it be without my babe? I'm like, nah.
Oh, you
I'm
mean
like,
Ja? Mm.
yeah, I'm not gonna waste my free Dreamville on that. Y'all invite me to see J. Cole and stuff like that. Hey Kaya, what up, Bob? How you doing?
So I was really surprised when Busta Rhymes toured Africa. I was low key kind of looking forward to seeing him.
They heard that new album. They was like, no, you're not performing this shit. They heard that new album he came out with. That's why.
Oh, he got one show this month, towards the end of the month, in California at a resort casino.
Resort Casino. Wow. Everyone's trying to perform in casinos and residencies and shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know Jodeci and New Edition got their Vegas
get
residency.
y'all get y'all Wayne Newton asses back on tours and shit like that, and lower them concert prices. Ain't nobody trying to go to Vegas. She don't.
Mm,
Y'all not. Ever since Usher did that shit, all these black motherfuckers trying to do that shit. Like,
mm.
mm. Speaking of Usher, I'm surprised that new album. Everyone's fucking with that new album because I do not like it.
Yeah,
He
I
got
know
to
you
talk.
said that.
Yeah, TikTok music and shit.
Yeah, I remember you said. Oh, yeah, I remember you calling it that the last time. The last time I saw you. Yeah.
TikTok lullabies. That's what these artists make TikTok lullabies and
Mm.
and try like the album too.
But the problem is he came out with it the same time as the Super Bowl was here, so people ignored the
Oh,
album.
That part.
I would love to see Usher live, but on Ticketmaster they keep having verified resale tickets, and I'm like, I'm not risking paying money through that because
Right.
yeah, yeah,
All right. I'm gonna
that's one
start in about four
disappointment.
more
I wish
minutes.
I would have copped a ticket when they literally hit were on sale like from the very first day because that's all I'm seeing nothing but verified resale tickets on for both
Yep.
shows he got in my city. Mm.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't trust that.
Sure. I don't trust a lot of things. Actually, I don't blame you.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
can't
because
wait
whenever
to
I get
pick.
my concert tickets, I make sure that it's the legit tickets that I get from Ticketmaster themselves.
Right.
Because if I see anything that says verified resale, I'm like, nope.
Hell no.
Like,
Hell no.
exactly. I don't trust that shit.
Get that Fugazi shit out of here. By the way, Ashley, that's my new slogan for this channel. Is Fugazi.
Mm.
Shit. I want to say one more thing before we start. So next week I'm actually planning on talking about the Beyonce 27 song. I repeat, 27 song country album and
Mm.
stuff like that. So I gotta brace myself for that. It's gonna be the first country album we actually want to talk about on the channel, if you want to call it a
Oh,
country
wow.
album. But
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Country R&B,
even though Beyonce calls it a Beyonce album, but you came out with two country songs and shit.
country R&B album.
Mm.
I would have thought the first country album would be Ray Charles, Modern Sounds of Western and Country. I would have thought that because y'all know how I love that album.
Mm.
But to each his own, you know.
Mm.
Mm. But I'm ready to start it whenever y'all are.
So
All right.
All right. What is up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Friday? And yes, I'm not doing a review at midnight or 11 o'clock yet. I'm actually doing it when the sun's out. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homegirl Ashley in the building. How you doing, Ashley?
What's up? All right.
I got Tribarrel in my bottom. How you doing, boss?
we rocking in NYC right now, Reg. 2 earthquakes in one day. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
told
I
me
heard.
about that shit.
I was about to say I heard. Y'all got hit by it. Jersey got hit.
Yep,
Philly.
yep. We had one
Yeah.
this morning, and we had an aftershock at 6 p.m. 4.8 and 4.0.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Crazy. The
Yeah.
fault
I
line
remember.
is arisen right now. It's active.
First of all, I'm glad you and your family and your friends
Yeah.
are
Oh
safe.
yeah. I'm glad y'all all right.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. Hopefully, Jalen, if you're watching this, hopefully you're safe too. But
Yeah. 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 So
Yeah.
yeah, I need to reach out to my brother. He up in Pennsylvania somewhere too.
right.
To make sure
I,
him and my nephews are good. So
I remember the one earthquake in North Carolina, and I was asleep through that shit. I was like,
I was
wow.
asleep too because
How you
I
sleep
kept
through
hearing
that?
everybody. I kept hearing everyone saying that there was an earthquake in North Carolina. Like when? Like I didn't feel
Man,
it.
when the ground is moving, that would wake anybody up.
And I had some good ass the day before and shit like that. So I was fast asleep.
Bro,
Then I
bro, it's
woke
coming to
up.
and then we having the solar eclipse on Monday.
Yeah.
Don't even get me
Crazy,
started on that shit.
crazy. The devil's
I,
comet. That's what they
I
call
woke
it.
up. I woke up. I talked to dad. I was like, "Yo, dad, there was actually an earthquake." He was like, "Yeah." It was an earthquake. You didn't feel that? I was like, nah, I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I told my mom too, cause she didn't feel it. I didn't feel
Oh
it.
shit. Oh my god. But
Crazy.
anyway, we're gonna talk about the movie Purple Rain, and we might also talk about the soundtrack too and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? Why not? But the movie, got to talk about the movie.
Yes.
And yes, um, uh, so technically, I wanted to talk about this on July, but that's way too long, and I'm impatient. So I was just like, you know what? Why not celebrate the 30th anniversary a couple months before, and then the anniversary, I'll just re-release this video on the anniversary or some shit like that too. But Purple Rain, Prince's first movie, came out July 27, 1984, directed and written by Albert McNally. Well, directed by Albert McNally and written by Albert and William Ben. You guys know what we always do. We're going to talk about how we got into the movie. I'm going to start off with Try since you were actually alive when the movie came out and shit like that. Not trying to say that you're an old
40,
man and stuff,
40
but
years, man. 40 years this year. I probably shouldn't have been watching it at a young age where I was like the only kid in my class that seen it. And I remember getting my mother getting it on VHS. And that was my introduction to Prince. It was the Purple Rain era, Purple Rain album, the movie, and that's how I knew him. Everybody else knew him for the stuff he did before that, 1999 and Little Red Corvette, controversy. But Let's Get Crazy, that was my introduction to him. Just, seeing that video and um, getting the album, wanting to play the guitar like Prince. Like he's the reason why I took guitar lessons. Like I took guitar lessons for a whole year and a half. It was because of Prince, because I wanted to play the guitar like him. You know what I'm saying? Like he just had that much swagger, and I didn't even know at that time who the hell Jimi Hendrix was and Eddie Van Halen, but just watching Prince play the guitar, I took guitar lessons every Saturday morning because of him. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a fan of this man from since '84, and it was just hearing that album. It was just an album of like different sounds, R&B and pop and rock and trip. It was just trippy. You know what I'm saying? Just like a different type of album. Nothing like anything else that was out. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the movie was like a autobiography to his life. Having a kid, grow up from Minnesota, wanting to be like a big rock star, and he's playing like this dive club, with other, acts, competing. Everybody's competing for like the top spot. The club owner is like a real dickhead. You know what I mean? And he had some issues like on top, him trying to be a big rock star. He had personal issues with his parents fighting. His pops is all fucked up, taking drugs and shit, and he's dealing with girls, and his bandmates don't they got issues with him. Wendy and Lisa, they want him to check out their music. He ain't trying to check out the music, and just a lot of shit going on, and I just thought it like even for that time, it's just like the way it was shot was dope, and him putting on for his city, and you had more another great legend, Morris Day and Tom was in there, and Apollonia, and we hear the rumors so many years later that Vanity was supposed to be in it, but they had a falling out, and he got Apollonia to replace her and put in Apollonia 6, and it was just crazy, man. Like the talent that was in that, and without a strong movie cast, like just everybody just playing themselves really in that movie. It was just you can't do that today. Like today, if Purple Rain came out, that shit would be on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Like with no real actors in that. With
I
no
would
with
say
no
more
real
Netflix.
actors, we ain't
I would,
never seen an iconic movie like that with no true actors.
Mm.
That's
well,
never been done.
if it was independent, then
Yeah,
maybe Tubi.
yeah.
But if they had like a major distribution, I would say more
They,
Netflix.
and it, and it wouldn't have made no money with no big name Hollywood actors in that, they wouldn't have made no money. That shit would have
Right.
went straight to streaming. Nobody would be talking about it, and like he was just that, iconic to star in his own film about his life, and
Hmm.
that shit blew up. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that since what, 8 Mile, and 8 Mile had A-list actors in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what made it so authentic and real. It's like he wasn't playing another character. He was like, yo, this movie's about me. It's about Prince
Hmm.
from Minneapolis, the biracial kid. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? The self-taught prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was about. And Clarence Williams was like the only big name actor in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like if that came out now, even with Clarence Williams, I don't think it would have did as well as it did. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think people expected we didn't expect the impact that it had. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just
Hmm.
it came out and it just blew up. And I think it's simultaneously because of the album too. Like
Right.
the records on that album was just iconic, and it went well with the movie. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it was great, man. It was the 80s, and back then there was no internet, there was no social media, so it's like word of mouth got around quickly. Like, yo,
Hmm.
you got to see this movie. You got some gorgeous woman named Apollonia in it, and she's showing her tits, and he's making out with her in the movie, and Morris Day's in it, and it was crazy. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen this movie like millions of times, man. Like I pretty much can tell you like all the dialogue in the film and what happens in the film just without watching it. We at this point we don't need to rewatch it because everybody should know this film. The album as well. There should never be a review we do for Purple Rain and we gotta take notes for the songs. We should know this shit by heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the impact that this album and the movie had on my life. Growing up as a in the '80s and just being a fan of Prince and his music is to me is definitely his signature album. And he has many classics, but this is the album that put him on for the world to see. Like if they slept on him before Purple Rain, and maybe they were checking out 1999 or Dirty Mind or Controversy, but this is the album that put him out on a wider scale and made him an icon. Now, just like Michael, when I say Thriller made Michael a
Hmm.
rock icon, this album made Prince a rock icon, and just to have like a dope ass film to go with the album, a dope ass movie to go with the album was just unheard of at that time, and I wish more artists had did that too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come out with a classic album, give us like the classic visuals for the album. You know what I'm saying? It's something that they don't do no more. But
Hmm.
again, like this man was just a legend. You know what I'm saying? And he'll always be in my top three all time. Him, Michael, and Madonna. That's the trinity right there for me.
Hmm.
You
Right.
know,
All right. It's on you, Ash.
Okay. All right. I did not exist when this movie came out, so we're talking 9 years before my time. Um, I know my dad. He saw Prince the time in Vanity Six live in Augusta, Georgia, a year before this movie came out. So we're talking '83. My dad, he said that he had a good time seeing all those performers live. He had a great time seeing that show. When this movie came out, now July of '84, my mom graduated from high school that year, so I'm pretty sure she saw this at the time this came out. My introduction to Prince was the song "When Doves Cry." Now, the only reason I know that because I know my dad had the MC Hammer album and the song "Pray" had the sample on it, and my
You
dad told
got
me
to
about the
pray
sample,
just to make it today.
so I had to go back and listen to the song itself, "When Doves Cry," and I was like, oh, that explains it then. And I've seen Purple Rain countless times, and my godmother is a Prince fan. Like, kid you not, like she loves that man's music. She loves this movie, his music, everything. And then crazy thing is, her son was born 2 days after the release of this movie. So
Oh
we're talking
wow.
about July 29th of '84 was when her son was born. So what are the odds of that? So
Right.
that's yeah. Yeah, and I have the soundtrack for this in my room too. And everybody did their thing. I don't think you could ever find a much more dope movie with pretty much a cast of characters pretty much just playing themselves, just like Try was mentioned, because that's rare. Because a lot of times when we hear like certain autobiographical or musical pieces or things like that, more 9 times out of 10 they have certain actors, whether they're A-list or some unknown newcomers to the film business, portraying real life music icons. But this wasn't the case, so that's very rare.
Definitely.
So, hey,
It
What
what's
was
up,
up?
good.
y'all?
It was
Peace,
good.
What's up,
peace.
Ant?
Yep. Yeah, so it's rare to get a movie like that. And then, too, with the soundtrack itself, nice, nice. Yeah, but the soundtrack itself is timeless classic. Everybody and their mama had to listen to this album at that time,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure my mama and her friends were playing this album back in the day. And
Yeah.
I had no idea that Vanity was originally supposed to have been in the movie
Mm-hmm.
instead of Apollonia. I had no idea
That's
because
right.
Yep.
if they didn't have a falling out, could you imagine how that film would have been?
Wow.
Yeah. It went
Probably
crazy.
would have had a an X rating.
No, I think it'll probably have what rating that they had in some movies, what, the NC-17 rating or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that, but I know when this movie came out, my siblings, they're older than me. They were between 2 and 6 when this movie came out, so I know they couldn't have watched this until they got much older. But yeah, like hands down, phenomenal cast, great music. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. It's just pretty much what Tri mentioned not too long ago. The fact that it was pretty much Prince's life story in a sense. So just for it to be that real, and then of course there really wasn't a whole lot of actors, I guess, that had to pretend to be somebody else.
Right.
So pretty much majority of the cast were just themselves all
Mm-hmm.
around. But yeah, yeah, for anyone who has never seen this movie, definitely check it out so you know the history behind Prince, the artist, the legend, the icon, the just the all around
The
true
goat.
musician that is
Yep.
very rare nowadays.
Yep.
Definitely check
Yeah.
it out.
Okay. All right. Ant, since first of all, Ant, have you met my friend Ashley? Ashley, this is my homeboy Ant.
I've
Yeah,
met you before.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I remember your comment on my post when my dad passed away. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, Ant, tell me your experiences about Purple Rain, boss.
Okay. Well, I was 2 years old when this movie came out. And then, of course, we had to wait for the VHS to come out. So I actually had the VHS back in the day. And like that was really like my first time knowing about Prince. And then like as I got older, know how that shit go. But like this is like one of my favorite movies from back in the day. I literally know like every word. I know the whole movie word for word. you know? And yeah, it's just like one of my favorite movies and soundtrack too, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. um. Well, I guess since I'm the youngest here, like I say, um, I think when I got into Purple Rain, I was getting into the whole Legend of Prince because I've said this before on my channel. When I was growing up, it's not that I didn't really like Prince. It's just that I didn't really get Prince when I was young.
Mm.
Ah,
Yeah, that's the right thing. Because my first exposure to Prince, believe it or not, was Black Sweat from 3121.
Did tell me that.
Stay stay tuned on that review coming up. And I'm looking at myself like, who is this weird light skinned motherfucker dancing? What is this? I was like, because at that age, I was like, where's my T? I was bumping Ti and motherfucking what was that group? Pretty Ricky,
Oh Lord.
motherfucking
oh
Jay
God.
Z. Hey. I was like 10 years old, 10, 11 years old and shit.
How did you go
Pretty Ricky.
from bumping Pretty Ricky to Temptations? I want to know that transition. How
That's
does
a
that
We'll
happen?
story
talk.
in and of itself, right there.
Right.
Well, I actually listened to Temptations first because My Girl, Just My
Mhm.
Imagination. My dad loves the Temptations. My family loves the Temptations. Pretty
Yeah,
Ricky,
my dad loves the Temps too.
yeah, Pretty Ricky. I saw the on the Hotline video. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I was I was making out to this girl with that song, so that's why I have a special
Oh.
connection to Pretty
Wow.
Ricky.
But that's
That's
on your
so,
playlist right now. Pretty Ricky.
yeah. I bumped stuff up to Pretty Ricky and shit. I remember back in fifth grade, man.
Mm.
Her name was Cinda. I'm not gonna say her full name because I want to have respect
Uh-oh.
for her.
Her
I
name
think
was Cinder.
that's a nickname. That's a
Oh,
nickname.
Cinder, like the dude
Oh.
from Killer Instinct.
What?
Pause.
No, not the dude. I'm not thinking about the dude like short for like Lucinda or some shit like
Okay.
that. Yeah. Mike, you know about that Lucinda? Just letting you know. And we used to make out and stuff like that, and then we used to bump this song and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. But back to Purple Rain though, because we're getting way off topic. But
I was
yeah,
about to
so
piggyback off that, but let's get back to the story.
but yeah, so then of course, I got into Prince and I was listening to his music. So I decided to watch Purple Rain for the first time because this is when VH1 used to show a lot of dope shit minus the love and hip hop.
Oh,
And
Hmm.
it
God
was
almighty.
it was just like one of those movies, like a semi autobiographical movie. And it was just pretty much just talking about, his influence. And the movie itself, I'm not gonna lie, there was the sadder, darker stuff, which we'll talk about that. I remember busting out laughing on some shit.
Oh no.
Sport, we'll talk about that. But
Yeah.
then, as I grew up, I get them. I get it. As I grew up and I became more of a Prince fan, I fuck with the movie. It's an iconic. Like 1984 might be my personal favorite year when it comes to movies because there was a lot of dope shit that came out, and this might
Mhm.
be spoiler alert. My favorite movie from '84 because Purple Rain is just like a dark, twisted, but at the same time, it's a motivational movie, and it's just like it had the right soundtrack, the right message. Hell, I don't even think it had a message. Fuck that, but it just had the right hunger and everything. And Prince. I'm not gonna say he's the strongest actor. I'm not gonna say that because he was really just playing himself. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we've all seen Under the Cherry Moon.
Yep.
We've all seen Graffiti Bridge.
Oh
I
God,
That
haven't.
that
was
was
crap.
That's a
I have
review
not
coming
watched
very
those.
soon.
I have not watched those.
Oh, Ashley.
It ain't
Ashley.
good.
I'm just gonna say this.
What?
I'm just gonna say this about Graffiti Bridge.
What?
It's a long form music video mixed with the Disney aspects of the time. That's all.
Oh shit.
That's all I'm gonna say. Prince had this. Prince. Yeah, but because that was supposed to have been the
That's
sequel
good.
to Purple Rain.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
really what it was.
And the soundtrack, Graffiti Bridge soundtrack was dope too. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
Thieves of the Temple.
Joy of
That's my joint.
Reputation.
Yeah, nigga.
What are we
But we'll
talking
talk
about
about
here?
Graffiti Bridge. That's coming very soon. But
Word up.
yeah, but Purple Rain, it just had the right everything, in my
Yes.
opinion. So how did
And
this
we got
movie
to
come
talk
to?
about the songs that were left off the soundtrack too.
Oh, yo, yeah, we gonna trust me. I'm already ahead of you. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about it. So how did this movie come together? So originally, Purple Rain was not supposed to happen. People believe it or not,
Oh
Mm.
wow.
because after 1989, the original next album was supposed to have been Around the World.
1999. You
Thank you,
said
1999.
1989.
Yeah, I caught that too. It was supposed to have been Around the World in a Day. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to have been the next album because he was working with Vandy Six, The Time, and all that shit. But then, you know what I'm saying? He was like writing about. I think he was writing this movie about like a musician, and pretty much they were trying to get people like Richard Pryor to star as the kid. Yes, but
Oh,
Pryor. Yeah, I love Pryor, but
yeah, I was about to say, as much as I
the
like
'80s,
Richard
the
Pryor
'80s was just
as a
a weird.
comedian,
I mean, shit, they had
no,
Blair Underwood playing Russell Simmons in Crush Groove.
That's a stretch.
yeah, nothing
Like,
against
like,
Blair Underwood though.
like Russell Simmons called him, "You that pretty motherfucker that stole $5 million from me."
Damn.
But the
Yeah,
'80s
I
was
just
like a
cannot
weird.
picture Richard Pryor being the kid in Purple Rain. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
certain roles that aren't meant. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
What
I know
about
as much
Eddie?
as my dad was fond of Pryor too. Certain movies that he did weren't the best. Like with Superman 3, that really should not have happened.
oh
Crap.
my
That
living
was
God.
so
One of the worst ever.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my. You know what's
My
weird about
dad
that
said he
performance?
hated that movie. Oh my god.
You know what's weird about that performance?
What?
I don't know if he was serious about fucking it up or if he just fucked it up on
On
purpose.
purpose?
Cause
Because
like
you know
it
they
came to the point when like he was just making movies just to make them back
Just to
then.
make
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, that's what
you
pretty much
go
what it was.
up and you go down. I was like, what the fuck, Rich? What the fuck you doing?
He was pretty much making movies just to get a check at
Yeah.
that
the
point.
Yeah.
'80s, the '80s was such a weird era for Richard Pryor. Because as good as
Yeah.
movies as See No Evil and Harlem Nights, you had your bad movies like Superman 3 and The Toy with Jackie Gleason,
Oh
which
yeah,
Stir
man.
Crazy.
I like that. No, Stir Crazy was a classic. That's a classic.
It was
I like
alright.
Pryor in Car Wash.
Yeah.
I like some of his stand up specials. One movie I have yet to watch by him is JoJo Dancer. Your Life is Calling.
That's also his semi autobiographical movie too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm So yeah,
but
so they were working
that's
on this movie,
insane.
right?
Ain't no
And
way.
they were actually close to having John Travolta replace
Ew.
What?
Prince as the lead. And
Hell no.
Travolta?
this was another motherfucker that had a weird '80s too.
Mm.
Let's that's another story for a
He had a
different
weird
day.
90s also.
Staying alive.
Oh,
God.
he had a weird career. Let's just keep it a real. He had a weird career. To me, his 75 to 81, that's the Travolta I like. Welcome Back Carter, Grease, Saturday Night Fever, Carrie. When he when he was just like the weird motherfucker. But
Yeah.
when he started being arrogant, I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Scientology Travolta. That's the way how motherfuckers talk about Epstein Tucker, I say Scientology Travolta.
Man.
Oh Lord, oh my God, I'm on fire tonight, B. Fuck this, man. I don't give a fuck. So yeah,
That would be so bizarre if he was in this too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It,
yo,
to
Can't
me, he
see him
wouldn't
in this.
fit. He wouldn't fit in the story. Like where?
Who was he playing?
mind
Right.
you, this was the time he dropped Staying Alive. That bullshit movie.
Mm.
Trying to
It's a lot
recreate
better
Saturday Night
than
Fever.
it's a lot better than some of his shit in the 2000s he did.
What is that one he did in 2001? The Scientology movie.
I don't know that one.
I ain't
Oh my
watching it. I don't know.
bro, I was on shrooms when I watched that shit, and I was still sober for most of that
Mm.
movie. Oh my goodness, but yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. But then they just said they just wanted this Prince to have it and stuff like
Yeah.
that too, because of course, who else would have been and
Right.
everything? And
Eddie
yes,
Murphy.
Van
Nah, I'm joking.
Yeah. So yes, Vanity was supposed to have been the love interest, but there was plenty of stories why she got dropped.
Mm.
Apparently, she wanted paid as much as Prince. From what I've looked up,
Mm.
Prince was
Oh.
like Prince was like hell no. And of course, they had their on again, off again relationship at that time. And at that time, Prince was just messing around with anybody. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Being a dog.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. You
Yep.
know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did Prince replace Vanity in the movie, but he kicked her out the own group. That's how Vanity Six became Apollonia
Six,
Six.
Wow.
six. Yup.
Yes.
Right.
Mm.
Right. So that's
He did
that's
her
the
wrong. He did her wrong in that.
Then she found
uh,
religion.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
and I like that. Remember that? Oh, and remember that in Living Color sketch when they had that My Name is Prince, and he had that line to talk about I pushed her too far. Now she's a preacher.
Mm.
Mm.
She's like, I had vanity. I was a teacher. I pushed her too far. Now she's a preacher. Oh shit. Oh my god. Anyway, but
Mm.
yeah,
Damn.
Mm.
Son.
Mm. Mm.
that's a cold ass line and shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but you know he was wrong for that.
Hmm. And so yeah, so there was plenty of other stories too about how apparently Prince was jealous of Morris Day and he pretty much got fucked around with Morris Day in the movie and
Mm.
shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about that infamous food fight?
Yep.
No.
I
Yep,
heard about
yep.
that.
Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, apparently they got into it and they started throwing food between the revolution and the time with throwing
Wow.
Mm.
food and everything like that. And yeah, it was a bad experience and whatnot. But then, yeah, let's just say the making of the movie was just all over the place. Let's just say
Mm.
that. And the really only established actor was Clarence Williams III, one of the illest
Mm-hmm.
actors. Rest in
Mm-hmm.
peace.
Yes.
Mm.
Motherfucking Link from Mod Squad. What y'all motherfuckers know about the Mod Squad?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
One of the best afros ever. Let's keep it a buck.
The movie sucked.
Oh, we're not going to talk about the movie. We're talking about the show.
The TV
Samson
show.
from Half Baked. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
kill
god.
you
Oh,
and
oh,
your
let's not
Mexican
forget he
friend.
was in
Yo,
Tales
Cuban
from the
B.
Hood.
Yes, Cuban B.
Yeah, let's not forget Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Blue Hill,
Yes.
Blue Hill Avenue.
Yup.
That's gonna be a
Legendary.
movie review coming soon. Power before power.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas don't know about Blue Hill Avenue, man. Alan Payne's best role right there.
What?
Yeah,
You
I think
crazy?
between
Yes.
that
Better
and
than
New
Yes.
G
Best
Jack
Money?
role?
City.
Better
No.
than G Money. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
That's
New
not his
Jack
best role.
City, Blue Hill Avenue,
That movie wasn't
Jason's
even that great.
Lyric.
Try. No, no,
That's
no.
a
We're not.
Tubi movie, man. That's a
What
skip.
what what movie? What movie?
This
You
is
talking about
too.
Blue Hill
Blue Hill
Avenue?
Avenue is
Don't
on
you ever?
Tubi.
That is a
That's on
gangster.
Tubi.
That is a hood movie noir. That's a hood movie noir. What? No. What?
BT
No
used to
shit.
show that shit. I remember that movie.
BT used to show Soul Play. What's your point? That was
No,
when BT used to show good
I've
shit.
never seen Soul Plane ever in my life, and I never
me
planned to.
neither. And I
Really?
will never.
Really?
Me neither.
Nope.
Yo, Soul Plane is y'all
That's a
overhate
skip.
Soul
That's
Plane.
a skip.
Y'all overhate. I'm sorry, but the hate for Soul Plane sometimes gets unreal for me compared to some of the other trash that came out.
Shit.
Y'all know that was like supposed to be the black version of the airplane movie and shit.
And they made a
And
mistake.
I saw I
And
saw
it
hella
failed
I saw hella
miserably.
I saw hella white stereotypes in the airplane movie and shit. I didn't know if I should like it or be offended by that shit if I was a white person.
Mm.
Mm.
Just because y'all got the mom from Leave It to Beaver talking jive and shit like that. Come on.
I guess you
But
never seen Kentucky Fried Movie then.
oh, don't get me started. Oh, remember that 1986 movie Soul Man with that white man in the blackface?
I didn't
Yeah.
like that either.
I didn't
Oh.
like
Did
that
not like
movie.
that.
I didn't
No.
like that movie. Yo, Spike Lee was trashing that movie left and right. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But what are your favorite scenes from Purple Rain, though?
Oh boy. Hey yo, before anybody goes try, you remember when they used to show this and Last Dragon on Channel 11 back in the
Hmm.
day.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
every Saturday. It was like every Wednesday and every Saturday they would show this
Yeah.
on Channel 11.
Mm.
Crazy, man.
Of course, they would edit out the sex scene, but
Yep.
whatever.
Yep. That was bad.
Yeah. Oh man, what's my favorite scene from the movie? Damn. You ever purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
Right.
For obvious reasons. And how he almost left on the motorcycle.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And I don't gotta tell y'all all my favorite scenes, do I?
Hey,
Good, I don't have to. But yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes right there.
you know Apollonia almost died in that scene, right?
Huh?
Did she?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
what?
yeah,
She almost died?
she almost drowned for real.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
At first they thought she was joking, but then Prince actually saved her and shit like that.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and because not because she almost drowned too, but the lake was so cold, and when they
Yeah.
had to warm her up for like a long time and shit. So that's why they only did that in like one take, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
It's Minnesota. It's always cold out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always cold in Minnesota.
Your whole style is colder than Minnesota.
Right. Right.
I ain't gonna tell y'all who said that.
Mm.
Somebody you don't like, Reg.
Oh boy.
Oh, you already know.
Talib Kweli.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man.
He disrespected one of my friends. That's all I'm gonna say. Fake ass woman.
Wait, who was it?
Oh, Talib.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know who he disrespected. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what's one of my favorite scenes?
What?
When the kid went into rage mode, after performing Darling Nick and he saw Morris and Apollonia, he
Yeah.
ran over Morris, and the scene where he just ran over Morris and that little bike and stuff like they like, wait.
Oh my god.
I was dying. I was just like, yo. He said like a long hair. If he called him like a long hair faggot or some shit.
Yeah. You long haired faggot.
Yep.
Something tells me that was ad lib. He ad libbed that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. You can't put that in no script. You can't. That can't.
I just got my suit out the cleaners.
And then the computer blue performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
To me, the best live performance in that movie, next to Purple Rain, because
Oh yeah. Definitely.
yeah, he was just on rage mode, like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then everyone, you can tell everyone was just like, yeah, they see the downfall, and then he falls out of.
My bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you could tell that he was upset right before he went to practice. You saw the anger in his face when he was kicking the imp and it wasn't working. And then the guy goes, "The boss wants to see you," and he goes, "Tell him rehearsal.
Tell him I'm busy
now."
Yep.
Yo, that boss man. Hey, what's up with the no songs? One song, shit.
Billy, don't worry about it.
Hey, I'm watching you. Yeah.
So many quotables in this movie too.
Yeah.
Word up.
What about y'all? Try.
He said, "I like the part where he like gave Apollonia that backhanded slap. I'm joining Morris's band." Ow.
He was like, "What?
What?
I'm joining Morris's group."
She's like, "You jealous?"
What was up with the way she
after gifting the nigga a brand new guitar? That's how he treats her.
Like, yo.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he says thank you. Like, not even making love to her. Like, oh, let me backhand this bitch for joining the enemy's band, because he looked at Morris and the time as that was his competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were taking over the club that he rightfully felt like was his. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I'm like, damn. I'm watching this as a kid. I'm like, why did he slap her?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And you know, she ends up leaving, and they didn't talk for a minute, and a lot of shit was going down when it wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? She was, you know, in the Apollonia 6, and he's seeing all this happen, and you know, and she's thinking that he's happy for her, and he really ain't, and
He
it
was
was
pissed.
crazy.
Yeah.
can we talk about the way Apollonia jumped in that window and they played that weird lullaby music? And
Yeah,
she,
I didn't like that.
oh no,
That
oh
with
no.
the woman crying like back. He's playing this track backwards, and the woman is like weeping or some shit.
It was a
No,
setup.
not that part. It
No,
Not
was
that
what he
part.
was trying to do.
it was after he heard his parents argue
Mhm.
and then she gifted him the guitar. She jumped in that window
Yeah,
through his window and stuff like that. They made out, and then you had his weird toys. And that's when she
right.
said, "I'm Toni Morris's
The weird
group."
dolly faces and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part was weird.
I'm like, doesn't this man have a back door or something? Why is she going through the window?
Right.
Why is she coming in like fucking Tinkerbell from Neverland or some shit?
Oh God.
Oh, man.
So what is this Peter Pan shit?
Mm. Mm.
But Ash, what's your favorite scene, Ash?
Mm. One of y'all just already mentioned the one when, when he nearly ran Morris over with the motorcycle.
Yeah, he
That was
literally
funny.
kicked him.
Oh my God, that was stupid. Oh man. Mm. That I like that, and I liked the Times performance of the bird.
Yeah, that was good.
I'll always love that.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I even love, to me, one of the most underrated songs. I want to be a Martinaire
Oh
from
Lord,
Dez.
That's kicking.
Martinaire, Martinaire.
they
Yeah.
just threw them in real quick.
Yup. Gave him a nice
But
little
he
cameo.
had the whole club dancing, doing that dance and shit like that. I was
Yeah.
Hmm.
like,
Side to
this not
side
even
and shit.
this not even
Whatever
you
that
getting
shit
down that
was,
First Avenue. I was
some
like,
aerobics
okay.
move they were doing,
Some Olivia
some Jane
Newton-John.
Fonda shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a Martinaire. Hey, Martinaire. Yo, man. We needed that Dez album though. We needed that Dez album.
Mm.
I
I
don't know
can
how
see why it
try
didn't come out.
to shit. The sex shooter performance and stuff like that was ill.
That was
Yes,
good. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love all the performances that he did. All like the Let's Get Crazy performance. Of course, the ending with Purple Rain, and he's wearing like
Yeah.
the purple long coat.
Yeah.
That was sentimental because like his father was like in the hospital after the gunshot.
Yeah.
I was
Gunshot went
dressed
to his
like
head,
that.
and you
Yeah. I
know,
like that.
I felt like that was like his you know, like redemption, like him
Yeah.
performing that song, and then like the crowd really feeling it and really like getting it, like, oh, like this dude is really a star. You know what I'm saying?
And he was
And
about to leave too, and then he saw Jill Jones, and she was in
yeah,
tears. And
right,
then,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
The underrated Jill Jones. Let's talk
yes,
about that.
And like the performance where he did the beautiful ones, and Apollonia sitting with Morris and she's
yep,
crying, and
yeah.
Morris is like, what the hell is, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, damn, I'm
Yo,
losing this
he's
chick.
genius, man.
You know what I mean? He's on a date with her and she crying for the other man, and that one was powerful. That was a powerful performance, and
Yeah.
all of the performances from Prince was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's one song that should have been in the movie?
Uh-huh.
17 Days.
Mm.
Is that an unreleased joint?
That's the
It's a
B-side
B-side.
to When Doves Cry.
Okay.
Mm.
Some of them Purple Rain B-sides and unreleased track could have also been in that movie, low-key.
Right.
Erotic City. Erotic City, though. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dance Electric.
Ooh. We Can Fuck.
Yeah.
I think he picked the right 9 songs to be on there.
He did.
You know,
He did. But low-key, though, the thing about the music itself was just that it was just a blockbuster.
yeah.
And I've heard people say, well, he was trying to compete with Thriller. Hell the fuck no.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Oh.
He was not.
they're both iconic albums.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the best albums
Yep.
of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let's be real. I always felt like the sex scene between Apollonia and Prince was kind of weird. Though I'm not gonna hold you.
What made it weird?
It was more than the music. It was the weird music. It just had a weird tone to me.
Yeah, the music was just trippy,
Yeah,
you know.
and, and get this. The song is called God.
Yeah.
Mm.
Crazy. But what were they dating at this time, or was this after the movie they were dating?
Who
Nah,
Prince
it
and
was after
Apollonia?
he was playing
Yeah.
the song with the girl crying backwards and shit.
No, I mean
Yeah.
in real life, like when they were dating, was it during the movie or after?
I think it was during the movie.
Okay.
Who knows, man? There's so much romantical intertwined with Prince around this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to remember, I think he was messing with Sheila E. this time too a little
Right.
bit. But
Right.
I don't know. The timeline is a little fuzzy. It sounds,
Yeah.
Yeah. Over the years, he's been romantically linked to Kim Basinger, Madonna, Vanity, Phil Jones, Sheila E., Carmen Electra, Susanna Melvoin, and Sherilyn Fenn.
and that's some of the ones we know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. Susanna, he got with her in '85, though, around the world in a day era.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's not forget he was married to Mate and Manuela Tescarini.
Yeah. So, when it comes to the soundtrack, what do y'all think about the soundtrack and shit?
Classic.
Yep,
Classic.
timeless classic.
No
Not
skips.
one bad song
No
on
skips.
this album.
I agree. To me, it had the right balance of rock, pop, R&B, funk.
Yeah.
Like, Sound of the Times will always be my favorite Prince album, but Purple Rain is his best album.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta remember, at '84 too, yeah, the time also came out with Ice Cream Castles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, which we have
Hmm.
to talk about that album one day.
Yeah.
It had Jungle Love.
the
You know
bird.
that the Bird. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of don't like it as
My
much as the first.
drawers.
Yes, to me, the What Time Is It album from '82. That's their best album to me.
Yes,
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah, Ice Cream Castle is like my third favorite though, but still good. Still a good record and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he came out with The Glamorous Life from Sheila E. from
Mm-hmm.
'84. You know what I'm saying? Which that's another great album.
Romance
Uh,
at 1600.
yo, I
Garbage.
that's my
Did not
favorite
like that.
Sheila E.
Don't like that album.
Yellow is my joint though.
Except for Love Bizarre. That's the only reason why I have it is because of Love Bizarre. But I don't like the album.
You crazy?
No,
Crazy.
I didn't care for it.
Yo, that shit was like 10 minutes long. Yo.
I don't understand that whole colonial shit that they were wearing in the. I'm like, she
What the
was dressing
clothes
like
in?
Prince. She was dressing like Prince.
That was probably his idea.
Yeah,
See, that was part of Prince's artsy era. Around the World in a Day
She
parade.
was even
right.
dressed like him in Crush Groove too.
And Crush, but right. She had
The
the short
fan,
haircut, and I'm like,
yeah,
give me your first the Diamond Life album. I like that one.
definitely.
Yeah, because I remember we reviewed which Sheila E. album did we review years ago?
It was that one, the Romance 1600.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
That
was
one I
it.
did not like that, but I didn't realize how bad it was till I played it again. I'm like, holy shit, this album was no good.
that album is fire. What is you
I
talking
didn't like it.
about?
I did not
What are
like
you
it. I
talking
was better off
about?
just buying the Love Bizarre single, and that's it. I just bought the whole damn album because she looked sexy on the cover, but she had this colonial shit on. I'm like, what is going on here?
The self the self-titled third album is good too. That's another good
I didn't
one.
hear that one.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Um, hell, this Apollonia 6 album, I liked it. I thought the production was great too. I'm not gonna hold you.
Right.
Blue Limousine was dope.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, 84 Prince. Like that's one thing I always liked about Prince. You know, the Star Company. Like he would produce everything. Like coming out with
Yeah.
shit with different artists.
Mm.
To me, what's your favorite Prince? 84 or 87?
Ooh,
84.
84.
84, man.
I gotta go with 87, low key.
Mm.
Like the Sign of the Times, Black
Thankfully,
Album.
nobody said 88.
You said what?
I said, thankfully, nobody said 88.
Oh, you didn't like Love Sexy?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Love
it
Sexy was great. That was a great album.
was
I like
alright.
that.
It wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, you know what, Ant? I'm not gonna hold you. Love Sexy grew on me in recent years too, so I'm not mad at you about that. Because I remember when I first heard it, I was like,
I had
especially
to
coming
like
after
go
Sign of
through
the
the whole.
Times.
I had to like fast forward through the whole damn thing because it was like a
Yeah,
long.
yeah, you put that as one fucking song and shit. I'm like, nigga, really? Like my joint Anastasia. Ooh, that's my joint right there.
That was
That was
supposed to be the Black album.
yes, which a much better album.
Yeah. Yeah, now those
Um,
fucking pricks want $700 for it on eBay.
I know I can get you down to low low. Fuck with me.
Pause.
No, no Diddy. Oh, by the way, and off topic. Did you hear that J Cole diss track?
Next question, please.
Oh shit. Anyway, but yeah, man. We definitely got to talk about Graffiti Bridge. Ashley, I'm telling you, if you want to laugh,
Mm.
Graffiti Bridge is the movie for you. Like, it's like 5 minutes story, then 20 minutes music. It's like a weird. How can I put this? Sequence of events. You know what I'm saying? At least with Purple Rain, the music fits the scene. It's like it'd be a goofy scene, but then it'd be like a weird twisted song playing next and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then pretty much, Morris Day's dressed up like a Batman villain in that movie and shit like that.
Really?
Like, oh my god, I tell you, like Graffiti Bridge, oh, at least Under the Cherry Moon had a story for the most part.
I
But that
didn't
wasn't
like that one either.
that's another iffy movie.
Mm.
That was saved by the soundtrack because the soundtrack had Kiss and
Yeah.
Mountains. You need another lover. That was come on, man. That's an underrated. Niggas be sleeping on that soundtrack and shit like that. I don't understand why.
Mm.
But yeah, what time is it? 8 o'clock. Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna stay on for probably another 10 to 15. But yeah, the movie is a fucking classic to this day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have not seen this movie and you're a
Definitely
Prince
check
fan,
it out.
I don't know what to tell you, honestly.
Like, what the
Put
fuck
down
you been waiting on?
like stop watching J Lo's documentary and watch Prince's Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you want to sit through that hot garbage?
Yo, she's getting a lot of backlash for that shit too and shit. Like talking about you ain't really from the Bronx. What are you? You're not Jenny from the.
From Staten Island, get the fuck out of here. That's even worse.
Like, be honest about where you from. It kills me how niggas are still doing this to this day and shit. Like, everybody want to be from the hood until hood problems come to them. That's why she left Puff. All them hood problems started coming to her and shit like that. Now they saying she's gonna get in trouble with that shit again. So.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how long ago that was?
Who cares?
So, like we never saw her getting a bacon, egg, and cheese from a bodega.
Right.
You may have seen her do that when she was growing up or coming up. Depends on who was there at the time.
So this just in, interesting. Not Russell Simmons, 21-year-old daughter dating a 65-year-old businessman. What the fuck?
Wait,
What?
what?
Yeah,
What the?
his
You can't make
Russell
this.
Oh
Simmons.
my god.
Russell Simmons, 21-year-old
That's a
daughter
sugar
dating a
daddy.
yeah.
That's a sugar
They ain't,
daddy.
you're right about that. You're right.
I can hear him now. No, I can't get out of bed today. My hip hurt, baby.
Pass me the Viagra, honey.
Mm.
Mhm. Shit. Anyway, man. What else? Yeah, man. Hopefully, yeah, I think Mike said they're gonna re-release Purple Rain for 4K and shit like that. So
Mm.
Yeah. Jack, I got the double disc on DVD, like back in the 2000s, and it has like the MTV when they
Draymond think
broadcasted
like,
the premiere and all that and
Yeah.
yeah,
all that shit,
yup.
behind the scenes footage, all that.
Interviews and everything too.
Yeah.
oh, speaking of MTV, try. I was just talking to Ashley about this before you came, but you know the story about the issue with the incident with Prince and the Bodyguard, how they almost got into an altercation the night that We Are the World was recorded and shit.
Yeah, there was something about they mentioned that in the documentary on Netflix that he wanted to be there, but
He didn't want to
I don't
be
think
around
he didn't want
nobody.
to be there with everybody that was there
Yeah.
That was
or
yeah,
something
that's
like
one
that.
of the stories.
Huh?
That's one of the stories. There was other stories like how people were doing drugs, and he didn't want to be around that shit too. That's another
Yeah,
story. They
Mm.
didn't
yeah,
want
I
to
heard
talk
that. I
about
heard that
that.
too.
They didn't want to talk about that in the documentary, but
Yeah.
because they know what they
What's his
were
name?
doing.
What's his name was
Somebody
drunk. Al
was,
Jarreau was drunk.
yeah, I
Yes,
was a little
Yeah, yeah.
twisted.
I told Reggie that.
Mister, we're in this love together.
Right. We're in this bottle together. That's what he should have said.
Mr. Big Mac
we're in this.
commercial.
We're in this liquor together. We got the
When he had
kind
that
of
commercial with the Big Mac.
The remix with the alcoholics. We're in this bottle together.
it's,
You
it's
know.
it's like it's like Hennessy on the rocks now, child.
My man
It
was
makes
drunk.
me go wild. It's
Man.
like vodka in the summertime. Put it in my coffee all the time. I talk about we're in this bottle
He
together.
was drinking moonshine while watching Moonlighting.
Mm.
Hey yo, I was laughing when Bob Dylan was trying to sing and they talked about how he was the strongest singer
Right.
and shit.
Yeah.
My nigga looked high as fuck in that documentary.
He do.
He
And then
looked like he
Stevie,
was out of place
Right.
during
he
that
was.
recording. Yeah.
Bob Dylan is like, I mean, well, not really because he always known to stand up for social issues, so it's
Yeah.
not out of place for him. But
He
he's
felt
all,
awkward. He felt socially awkward around.
Yeah.
yeah. And Stevie Wonder was trying to say everyone to speak Swahili. And shit. It's like Stevie, no, nobody
Yeah,
don't
because
know
I'm
Swahili.
like, and someone left saying, "Well, I never heard a good old boy singing Swahili, so I'm out." The dude who sang the theme song for Dukes of Hazzard.
What's his name again?
Mm.
We were talking about that. We were talking about Bruce Springsteen.
Jesus, the
Reggie
constipated
feels
singer.
some type of way about Springsteen being on
I
the
never
scene.
liked. I never saw the heat with this motherfucker. Nigga, white people be making him out like he's God. Like Bruce. I'm like, he's just a white guy with a guitar and shit. I'm not trying to be funny. But I never liked Born in the USA. I never liked Born to Run. I wish I was born again after I hear them song and stuff like that, so I can erase the
And
existence.
Courtney Love dancing. Courtney Love, wow. Courtney Cox dancing in that video is proof that white people cannot
People
dance.
cannot dance.
Right.
Thank you. Hell, Julia Louis Dreyfus danced better than Seinfeld and shit.
Oh
Oh
God.
God, I was watching this documentary series on the '90s yesterday, and they showed a clip of because in one episode they were talking about the TV shows of the '90s, and Seinfeld was on the list, and they played that clip of Elaine dancing all weird at that party. Mm.
I'm sorry, that always makes me
No,
laugh
I've
when I
never
see
seen
it.
an episode of Seinfeld ever in my life,
What,
Me
yo.
neither.
what is wrong with y'all? Seinfeld is not that bad, y'all.
My
Like,
parents watched Seinfeld back in the day. They watched that. They
Wasn't a
watched
fan.
Married with Children.
now, Friends, y'all can keep Friends, but if Wale can fuck,
Because we already know the deal with that. They even talked about it in the documentary I watched yesterday. They talked about pretty much Living Single came out first before Friends. Clearly, it's pretty much the white version of Living Single. That's it.
Yeah.
it's
And I
Extremely
got an
white.
older cousin who watches Friends. So
it's like Friends is a PWI and Living Single is HBCU.
facts.
I'm being honest. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not seeing much of a difference, even though Friends was on the air longer than Living Single. That's the only difference.
Mhm.
shit. Mm.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
but
try.
Yo,
You gonna get this reference. Friends was for people who listen to Z100, and Living Single was for people who listen to Hot 97.
yep,
oh,
yep.
the radio
I think
stations
I wrote my
up
next
in New
joke.
York. Oh, okay, I got that reference. I got that reference.
Z100 was like the rock. They did all the rock and pop stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that
All
reference. I knew
alternative
because
shit.
Yeah.
when he said Hot 97, I'm like, I know it. I know that station.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
Man, sometimes these jokes just write themselves, yo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey,
You just walk right into it.
I got a good one.
What?
Girlfriends was community college. Living Single was HBCU.
Oh,
Come
Mary
on, you
J.
can watch Girlfriend, man.
I like Girlfriends, but let's be real.
But it was a good show too. But to me, the way they ended the series as a whole, it left you off as a cliffhanger. You know?
Yeah, because the CW was trying
Yeah,
to widen all the black shows and
they did
whatnot.
away with them. They did away with Girlfriends. They did away with Everybody Hates Chris, Half and Half.
All of us.
Yeah, All of Us. The Game.
Yeah, man. They saw one-on-one. They was like, you can keep that trash. We already saw Flex as Michael Jackson.
I didn't like the way they changed it up on one. Pretty much that and the final episode.
I don't
Like,
like the show.
what the hell?
I don't like the show.
Yeah, I already know you don't like one. I already know.
And you know, there's actually rumors that Flex was sexually harassing Cecilia or whatever. Y'all heard about them rumors and shit.
No, I did not know those allegations that he did that to Sicily.
Hey, look it up. Look it up. That's probably one of the main reasons he wasn't asked back. But look it up. But you didn't hear it from me.
You just mentioned it. You didn't hear it from me.
Allegedly. That's the right word. That's what you have to say just to be safe. Allegedly. Shit. Like,
no, what were y'all thoughts on the Greatest Night in Pop documentary?
That was good.
It was good.
I enjoyed it because it was like all that stuff. Like I was a little kid when that song came out, so just watching the old footage and they kept all this old footage for so many years and seeing like how they actually planned to do the song after the Grammys. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, I liked it too because that song came out in '85. So at that time, my mom was a freshman in college when that song came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yeah, because I still can't get over the fact that the one line that Huey Lewis did was originally meant for Prince, but since Prince didn't show up to the studio that night, I mean, could you imagine if Prince and Michael on the same song together?
Crazy.
Oh, earlier I was showing Reggie some of the books I had. I got this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I plan on reading this at some point. You got some chips over there?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to see y'all. I don't want to turn my camera on. I don't like people watching me eat.
Yeah, you don't like people watching you eat, but you have an easy time calling out people on here. Calling out white people on here and shit.
No, because I used to have a bad experience when people just watch me eat. I'm just like, what?
What kind of bad experience? What, you went crazy? You went crazy?
I said, what the fuck you looking at?
Oh, I thought you were self-conscious of the fact that people watch you eat.
So Reg, you don't eat in public?
I mean, if I'm in a restaurant, I eat in public, but I don't like when people just stare at me eating and stuff like that. And plus,
that's what they do at restaurants. You know that, right? Like they look at you eat.
No, they actually look at their food in the menu and they eat. Actually,
everybody don't do that at a restaurant. There's people that watch you eat.
Well, if they watch me eat, they should say something to me if they want to say some shit. That's all I'm saying.
I don't give a damn. Like, as long as
you choosing violence, man.
You said what?
Red is crazy, yo.
You choosing violence.
No. I don't mean it as violent. I'm just saying if you have something to say it. Like say something. You know, that's all I'm saying. True. If it's what you want, say something. You know.
I'm about to say the Drake song you quoting.
No, the Mariah Carey song.
Mariah. Right. Yeah. We
don't quote Drake here, Try. You know that.
Yeah, he feels some type of way about Drake. Yeah. The other book I got that I plan on reading at some point too is this one.
And I got that book too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that.
And then I got this one here on Rick James. So.
Rick James.
Yeah, and that was me and Reggie were talking earlier about the fact that Stokely from Mint Condition is portraying Rick James in the stage play of his life.
Wow, that's a stretch.
Yeah, because I'm like, really?
He don't look nothing like Rick.
That was
I gotta see this shit.
Things I noticed.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, Stokely, he was singing everything, but I'm like, why y'all got him playing Rick? Like, y'all couldn't have thought of anybody else?
Man.
Right.
And it's like his first acting role, is it?
Stage play, acting role, I think both.
Damn, that's a stretch. That's a stretch, nigga.
Yeah, like
most black actors start off in Tyler Perry movies before they do that. Shit.
Ew.
Or off Broadway stuff. I mean, or off Broadway shows or something like that. I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's a stretch. That nigga trying to get a Tony. I see it. I see you, Stokely.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you again for the Mint Condition albums, though.
No problem.
And the Shantae Moore albums too. Again.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I don't be getting you any bullshit, so just know that.
Oh, by the way, I just got my schedule. I will find a right time for you to show your collection off and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Yo, everyone keeps asking me what do I think about this Michael Jackson biopic because I've never seen it. It hasn't came out yet.
Yeah, the movie ain't out yet, people.
Like
they still trying to figure out who's going to be playing who.
Like they done casted everybody, like his hairdresser, his bodyguards. I'm just like, who's gonna play his chef at this point?
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, it's gonna be the highest grossing biopic ever.
It really
It's gonna be the most expensive biopic ever.
I'm sure it is.
And crazy because Blanket and Catherine are not getting along right now because I
Oh
think
yeah, I
Blanket.
heard about
Yeah,
that too.
I'm like, nigga. First of all, ain't nobody gonna take you seriously with a name like Blanket. First of all,
Well, you know that's his nickname, not his actual name, right?
I know, but I don't even know his real name. Honestly, what's his real name? Like,
Hold on,
Probably
hang on.
Bubbles.
I'm gonna see. Hang on.
you know what?
Hold up.
Like, you think I'm scared of a nigga named Blanket? Like,
Oh my god.
and we don't disrespect Catherine Jackson. We don't disrespect. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. We don't do
We don't
that.
know if
No,
she
no.
actually said that for real.
Honestly, I feel like everything on that biopic was 100% true because that shit was way too long and shit.
Yeah.
They just,
Yeah,
they
5
just,
hours. So.
they just made that shit more dramatic and shit too. Like,
Mm.
who's at the tower in the swimming pool?
Michael, Marlon.
You're gonna get it. Yo, why he just grab motherfuckers from the top rope?
One of the kids who is nicknamed Blanket is Prince Michael Jackson II.
What in the blue hell?
Yeah, so he got
Can't make
one
this stuff
son.
up.
He got one son named Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., aka Prince, and he got another son
That's
named
funny.
Prince Michael Jackson II.
He nicknamed a son Prince. Let's just leave that right there.
Right?
And they got another one named Prince Michael Jackson II.
Let's just leave that right there.
Mm.
See, Michael and Prince were influenced by one another in more ways than one. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I did see one of his baby moms. She looked like a big old goddamn. She looked like she drives a John Deere tractor. She got like 2 trailer park holes and shit.
Oh Lord.
Like, yo.
Honestly, I'm gonna say one more thing before I end off the stream, and this is a hot take. I feel like Michael's song "Dirty Diana" was influenced by Prince. I'm gonna be real with you.
Really?
Yeah, the style was definitely Prince-esque.
Mm.
Yo, Calvin, I've not seen that shit now come out yet. Y'all keep asking me what do I think about shit that don't come out yet. I don't
They
understand.
still
I'm
talking
not
about the Michael Jackson biopic.
no the good times cartoon that Netflix was still.
That ain't out yet.
Then I'm still watching Martin on Netflix.
I ain't watching it.
Sure, I'm watching
They're
227.
not gonna watch that Good Times cartoon.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it because I want to see. I want to see what monstrosity we got going on.
Yeah, me too.
Because they talk about good times to stereotypical. I want to see this cartoon right here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna end this off right here because we gotta listen to some albums. We gotta come back later on tonight. We want to talk about MF Doom, aka Zevlov X, KMD's 2 albums tonight at 11 o'clock and shit like that too. So this was a fun ass review. You know what I'm saying? Purple Rain. I mean, you can find this movie literally anywhere and watch it. The album, the movie, or whatnot too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, also y'all, thank y'all so much for the love and stuff like that too, especially from the collection video and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this Sunday we got the top 100 rock albums, the first episode happening and shit like that. That's actually gonna be another afternoon review because I actually got to work Sunday night to the morning, so that's gonna be fun. But anything I want to say before we head out?
I'm doing a shout out to the wrestling junkies. We're gonna be talking about WrestleMania this weekend. That's probably be on RG tomorrow afternoon before it start, and then after, and then on Sunday. We might go live tonight actually after SmackDown is over. I might go live like 10
You
p.m.
gonna watch the Hall of Fame?
Nah, I don't be watching that.
Well, do you want me to push the?
I watch the clips. I watch like the different clips. I don't want to sit through like the whole damn ceremony.
Well, do you want me to push the KMD review to midnight if you go live tonight?
Yeah, like 12 o'clock and
okay, that's perfect.
I did a live stream last night with Uncle Freezy. Shout out to Uncle Freezy.
Shout out to him
Follow his
too.
channel on YouTube, vibes and stuff, and we can have Reg on there with us. We can come back and bring Reg with us, and um, we,
Yes.
we we did like the top 10 Blue Eyed Soul songs of
Dope
all
too.
time. That was fun, and then we had like our honorable mentions. So we're gonna bring Reg back on. We're gonna do like top 10 essential soundtracks, like no hood soundtracks. This is all like the soundtracks that wasn't hood, like no Juice, no Menace to Society. We talking about like Superfly and Purple Rain and Saturday Night Fever, like those soundtracks we're gonna be talking about.
Right. I feel like hood soundtracks are the easiest choices.
Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
But wait, well, we can mention like House Party, right?
No hood soundtracks.
Oh
We're
wait, House
talking
Party.
about like the essential soundtracks, no hood soundtracks.
Okay. So like Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack, right?
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Hell Up
Okay.
in Harlem.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Roots. Soundtracks like that.
Hell, that Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, let me know. Or I'm gonna look at my schedule again. I'm gonna send you some times later on. I'm trying to look over this girl's paper before certain
Yeah,
times.
because he like going live like at like late at night like you. So it got to be like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., something like that.
Oh, that's perfect. That's my kind of night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know me, I'm a night owl and shit. Cause I try to do a lot of podcasts, but most podcasters they ask me shit, and I be busy throughout the day working and shit like that too. So I'm mostly available at night. So that's perfect.
All right.
Other than that, anything else you want to say? Social media handles?
Nah, I'm good.
No, I don't want everybody following me.
me.
So. You know what I mean?
Nah, thanks for having me on this show, for real.
Of course. Yeah, I didn't forget about you, bro. I was like, yeah, I gotta get you on here, man. And yeah, Graffiti Bridge.
I ain't mean to show up late,
Nah, nigga, it's all good. This was supposed to start at 6. We started at 7.
True.
Yeah, but we're having earthquakes over here, so
yeah,
it took a minute for me to get on.
Yeah, that's why I told Troy just take your time.
That's still crazy that that y'all got that.
Yes, sir. Oh,
it didn't even bother my grandmother. You know what she was doing? Looking out the window, sipping on her Tito's.
Bro, I don't know, man. We felt it this morning, and then at 6 p.m. we had the aftershock, and they both were like shaking the house. I was like, yo, the fault line has awakened.
Right.
I'm
just glad you're okay again.
Yeah, glad you're good.
Yeah. One more thing. Two more things. We having bridge collapse in Baltimore now, earthquakes in New York. What the fuck is next?
And then Monday we got the eclipse happening.
Oh, the solar eclipse.
Yeah. And it's some shit called the devil's comet that's happening too.
What?
Cool.
Something with like you can see like two planets.
Cool.
When it happened, when the eclipse happened.
So can we see? So is it gonna be like Saturn or some shit?
They said it's like it's two planets. I don't know which two planets we're gonna be able to see.
Ooh, I want to see that shit.
So I don't know. And if the library's having like special glasses to pick up that for people to see the whole event on Monday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, one more thing. In the next 2 weeks, it's going to be the 227 sitcom retrospective and whatnot. Any fans of 227 here?
Yeah, that was my joint. Definitely.
Okay.
Saturday nights, never missed it.
All right, perfect. What about you, Ash?
I have yet to watch it, but I'll definitely check it out.
Okay, cool. And you love you some 227 with Sandra and Mary? Okay. Hey. Because, there's some shows that me and Try, we always have a difference of opinions on. So, I always got to double check. Yeah. But like I said, I respect.
Yo, Calvin thought he was cool, yo.
Calvin got on my fucking nerves. Don't even get me started.
Especially when he got that job at McDonald's.
Right.
Calvin. Okay.
Then Dave Chappelle did the skit. Hey,
Okay.
what happened to Miss Johnson? She died, Calvin, from eating all that whack noodles.
Got robbed by Charlie Murphy and his crew.
Mm.
But yeah, we're gonna come back at midnight for the KMD double review and whatnot. And y'all make sure y'all check out try. And I'm about to share the top 10 Blue Eye Soul songs. I'm gonna share that on my community tab later
Yeah.
on. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. You know, I was actually impressed by some of y'all picks and shit. And so, you know what I'm saying?
It was
So,
hard, yo. It was so many good songs. I'm like, damn, we gotta just narrow it down to 10.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. But y'all make sure y'all have a good night, and I'll see you in about 4 more hours. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Peace.